aka Brad Bundy. Um, I'm grinding for 100 subs for today. So let's see if we could do this.
Are you alive?
Yeah. Dude, that's crazy. One view I had 11 views. That's good. And all the others is lower than 5. 5 or lower. That sucks. Only one good view got up to. Hey, who's in my party? I know somebody joined, but I didn't see. My truck. Hey, what up, man? How are you? What's your name? Yeah, you know this is my first game, so first game of the day I have to practice stuff. Yeah, what up? Yo, what up? Hello? Yo, did you sub to my channel? Yo, Madden Money. Did you know whenever we faced? Hold on. Yo, Madden Money. Did you know whenever we did that one video, let me check again. Me and my friend on 2K facing off, and whenever I got like 16 comments, I got 11 views on that. What's your highest views? Probably one of my videos I made for you. Okay, here we go. Settings. 7 minutes. Oh god, we still have to do the playoffs. That's dumb. At least give me something better than that. Petroglyph. Okay. Y'all see him? I think this is him still. Madden Money. You know what I gotta do? I gotta get that posterizer badge.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Heat in Miami.
Oh my goodness, why are they so red?
These guys are playing good basketball, with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. And a chance in this one to get a look at the NBA's leading scorer.
Is me.
Freak has just been incredible so far this season. Just defies description. Do you see him holding onto the scoring title this year, Kenny?
Well, the big thing for Freak is trying to avoid the stat-chasing things that a lot of former players tried to do. Just getting his points. Now, if he just comes in and plays the way he's been playing, then he will be that guy.
Well, let's go to the big stat chaser. What do you think about Freak's year?
You know,
it's interconference time for these Grizzlies as they come in as the visiting team. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. And for the Heat, we've got another hometown game here in Miami. This is a game they expect to win. They come into this matchup confident and ready to take care of business.
And coming off their championship last season, that success, I believe, carried right over into this one. They played at a high level all year long and stand poised to make another run at the title.
Certainly looks that way, Greg. I mean, some teams go through a little bit of a malaise or a hangover after a championship. Not these guys. They've had a terrific year.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Rudy Gay is out there with Carl White. And it's Conley, and it's Rhodes in at the center position. Looney with the bucket. Looney's got his first 2 points of the night.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
So let me tell you something. I went to the store 2 days ago. I had $100, okay? And then, I would have bought 2K17, but the person before me took it. So then I didn't want to go and buy it then.
Into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own heads, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
The Miami Heat comes into this one following a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
Indeed, this was a tough loss. They faced a serious comeback intensity that just overwhelmed them in that last quarter. Unfortunately, they couldn't stay in the game enough to force an extra session.
I mean, boy, they were close really right up until the finish line. But I thought they were going to get over the hump, but it was not meant to be. And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
In a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Heat.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too. Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Winslow. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. but it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Here's Looney, and good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points. Looney's got his second basket of the night. The Grizzlies trail by 14 and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach of the Grizzlies. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup. Their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. So defense, it looks like, coming first for them today.
That's their identity. That's what they're all about. Their defense is really what sparks it.
And that has to be their spark if they're going to be successful. I mean, everything for them starts at the defensive end of the floor.
And let's take this chance to look at some of the perimeter players who aren't afraid to mix it up in the middle either. These are the top rebounding point guards in the league. Freak is second. Michael Carter-Williams.
And it may not be the first thing you think about,
Oh,
but
my.
if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Absolutely. I mean, that's no coincidence. The ability to have an impact everywhere on the floor, not just on the perimeter. I think that's what separates a lot of the great point guards from the good ones.
And here's Miami. It's been 16 straight unanswered. And Freak throws it down.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Here's Conley. The shot no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Pushing it up. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Winslow. 14 points for Freak.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
From deep. 7 for 9 now with that miss. Now shooting 78% from the floor. Right side, Conley. And the shot is good.
It took them a while, but finally they take the lid off.
You know, sometimes all it takes is one to get a team going. We'll see if that's the case here.
Now here's Freak. He's got 14. And he banks in the layup. Freak's got 16 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And he gets it to go. Winslow's got his second bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here's Freak. He's got 18. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Freak's got 20 points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Jumps up, trips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Here's Conley. The Heat getting the bucket. Rhodes passes to Gay. Conley inside the line, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And that one falls for Conley. So both teams changing it up here. And Conley drops them both. 44 seconds left in the first. Now here's Freak. Carter-Williams covering. Now Freak. 22 points for him. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I tell you what, did he take off on that one? Not many players can elevate it and literally fly.
Oh my
God. What a
goodness.
special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA.
And here is Conley, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Conley. Carlisle is out there with Rudy Gay, and it's Haynes in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Freak. Shot clock at 6. Good work defensively by Conley.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Comes up empty down low.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Freak. Here's Looney. It's rebounded by Memphis. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And this is the first of 2 games between the two, East versus West, so they don't see a whole lot of one another.
Yeah, and Greg, for me, that just raises the intrigue level. Some matchups we don't get to see that often, so I'll be watching this one closely.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs made a big difference. He finished with 45 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Great job, Doris. Thank you,
Hey,
guys.
can you
It's gonna
please
be
subscribe to my
very
channel?
interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Conley gets the bucket.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Freak with it. 26 points for him. Oh, and that one, no question, powered
Oh,
it down.
dang. I'm not sure if that might
Nice
come as
work on the
contact.
inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Conley gets the bucket.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Let's now take a look at some league leaders with the rundown of the best passing big men in the NBA over the past month. You look at Looney, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
Man, it's so much fun to watch a big guy handling and orchestrating things from the lane. I mean, it causes so many problems when you've got a guy who can score down there, who also has vision and an excellent basketball IQ.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. The fast break ends at the rim
Hey,
of the
that
jam.
still counts as
And that's really the
a attempt,
change in
right?
that game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Here's Freak. Michael Conley making his last shot. Here's Freak. Last time, 45 points for him. 5 on the clock. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
Now here's Freak, following the miss by Michael Conley. Now here's Freak. He's got 34. Misses from close range.
Come on, I gotta make that.
Conley dishes to Gay. And Cantor pulls it down. The Heat have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Now, Freak. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, that was definitely contact. That was definitely contact. Ready, watch this. Oh wait, maybe not.
Just killing them right now.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Conley with a wide open look. The Grizzlies with another miss. He'd have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Now here's Freak, covered by Conley. And here's Freak. Sees the alley-oop, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Heat out front, running away with it. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I had some great chances.
I don't really know. To be honest, I was just looking for a chance to get my shot off, and I just happened to find them over and over in that first half. So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments, but until then, I'm just going to keep attacking.
Well, thank you for your time, Kevin. We'll see what the rest of the league has to say about that.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Freak. He's got 36 points and 10 steals.
Fundamentals have been on display. He's just done it all today. The passing and also knocking down his freebies.
And that's exactly what they've needed from him, those two things.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Heat, Freak in at point guard. Looney out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Winslow, and it's Hezonja in at the 2. And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his third foul so far. Miami on defense. Memphis moving it around. And the pass to Rhodes, releases from 15, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And here are the Heat now. The Grizzlies making the shot. Shot clock at 6, and Freak throws it down.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
Heads up basketball, plain and simple, guys.
Gay outside, pass to Rhodes. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. The open shot by Conley. Another miss by
Bro,
Conley.
he sucks.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly
There's another
in control
attempt.
of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Freak with it. Conley picks him up. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Dude, I
Freak's
hate
got
that
42 in
side.
the game.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Conley, the pass to Rhodes. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And Miami making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Adams checked in. Now here's Freak. And he has 42. Shot from the wing. Cannot hit. And it's Memphis the other
How
way.
the heck do you
And
miss
even
that?
though he missed that, you have to
Like,
take
I just
those
don't
shots
understand how the
when you get
heck
the
I missed
opportunity.
that.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
And that one's good.
And
See,
that's
look at
really
that,
using
and he
the
makes that,
double
and I
team
don't make my
against
shot.
The defense
But
there
damn.
and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
And the shot is good. Freak's got 44.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Here's Adams. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And you talk about huge single-game scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one play. Think of this. Only one play. in
PS4.
NBA history to go triple digits. And that's the Big Dipper. Wilt Chamberlain on March 2nd, 1962.
What do you play on? I play on the
I
PS4.
mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around, but Wilt was a man among boys, a player who changed the way an entire sport was played. Truly a revolutionary. And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Freak with it. Non-stop scoring machine here. And he goes in for the dunk.
Defensive
PS4,
breakdown
I
there,
was
no
talking
doubt about it.
about
He's a guy
skill
you
level.
have to be focused on
Oh.
defensively.
I'm trying to get the posterizer badge. That's why I usually play on
And
pro
again, it's Michael
or
Carter-Williams.
like a little bit harder.
Williams has got 6.
But I play on
Nice throw. He
rookie
is so good at
because
making those lead
I'm
passes,
trying to
like conducting
get
an
badges.
Freak. Great look, but off the mark.
Usually that's green
Grizzlies
light.
have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And Adams kicks to Carter-Williams.
That's the only time I play on rookie whenever I want badges.
The three. Burks pulls it in. Heat have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Freak. It's deflected.
Hey, do you have posterizer?
Now here's Carter Williams. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Decker. In transition, here comes Miami. Freak with the ball.
Oh, snap.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's covered closely. And again, Memphis no good. And Miami shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. Now, Freak. 6 to shoot. It's deflected.
Well, I kind of know how to do it, but I don't know, like, if I'm getting contact. You just have to get 15 contact dunks or attempts. Like, you know what I mean? Like, attempts or contact dunks.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It's rebounded by Carter Williams.
See what I mean? That's bull crap.
That
like,
tough interior defense.
And Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Here's Chapman.
no.
Can't get it to fall. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not
I'm
come down the
benched.
wire, but it's checked in for Miami.
I should be benched
Look at
the
clock,
rest
a
of the
little under
game.
3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. So on
How
the
good
floor
I'm
for
doing.
Memphis. They've got Vincent. Carter Williams is out there with Conley. And it's Rhodes in at the center, locking down the middle. And it's Michael Conley with the three.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now here's Freak, covered by Conley. And here's Freak. From deep three-point range, good. Freak's got 17 points here in the second half.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Pass to Vincent for three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Freak's got 4 rebounds in this game. Six on the shot clock.
Thank you. Thank you very
Shot
much.
misses. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Nance against Conley. Chapman. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now here's Freak. T right on him. Dishes it to Crawford. Over to the wing. They set the pick.
Inside 2 minutes. Inside goes.
Freak with it. From outside the arc. Vincent with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And it's Michael Conley with the three. Conley's got 6 in the quarter.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Shoots the three. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Freak.
And what a move, guys. I mean, he's absolutely embarrassing him out there right now.
Well, that's an ankle breaker, Greg. You know that. And then he calmly knocked it down. Sweet.
Conley into the lane. The pass to Rhodes. And the Grizzlies check on 2 more.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Heat.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And looking at the arc of the season, this is the first of 2 meetings on the year, so this will be a solid win to go up 1-0 in the season series against the Grizzlies.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Here's Conley. Gets it to drop, and now he's
How are
shooting
they
a
hitting
5-3
everything?
And this run not really doing him any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
And it's blocked.
Oh, snap.
And now here
I
comes
meant to
Conley
pass that.
leading the break. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Hey, do you watch Madden Money TV?
And he knocks down the first one.
Madden Money TV. Do you watch him?
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Now the Heat with it. And Miami can just let the clock run down here.
Is he your
Here's
favorite?
Here's the 3. And that falls.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
Sir, who's your favorite? Pretty Boy Frida? Is he one of your favorite Pretty Boy Frida?
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game.
I bet I unplugged my thing.
It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60
Yeah,
plus
he's probably my
points
favorite YouTuber. Pretty
and
Boy
that brings
Frida.
us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith.
Did you sub to me? Oh no. Please tell me I got this badge. I've been working on this badge for like over a month. Yeah. Alright, thank you. I have about 9 contact dunks already. Maybe 10. So if I do one really good game, I think I could get it. Just in case if I don't get it, and I'm Zach's favorite YouTuber. Ooh, y'all Madden Money. You think I'm your favorite YouTuber? Oh wait, I'm Zach's favorite YouTuber. No, Pretty Boy Frito is my favorite. Daniel. I never watch, I gotta watch yeah, I'll watch one of his videos right now. What the heck? Okay, there we go. See? Is that your YouTube name? Mike? Oh my goodness, my back hurts. Why did my bed make no more noise? Steph Curry, the double guard at the park. Hey, Steph Curry plays 2K17. Oh, you are? Yo, what up? Nothing. Too much noise in the background.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, they continue to pile up the wins, only one loss in weeks. They expect to win every time they take the court. It's rare to see a point guard lead the NBA in scoring, but that's exactly what Freak is doing right now. Not only that, but he's still making sure to get everybody involved. How great has this been for this kid?
I mean, only MVP candidates can lead the league in scoring at the point guard position. You know, I mean, it's critical to his team's success. Most guys would say, well, he's shooting too much. But no, his team may say he's not shooting enough. The only time he's not supposed to shoot the basketball, Ernie, is when he doesn't have it.
If he holds on to the scoring title and keeps running the offense like this, he'll ever claim as the best.
Oh my goodness, my eyes are watering.
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. Pacers are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
It's go time. Now, these are two teams whose rivalry goes way back, and anytime they renew it, the fans
dang, our center's trash.
Are going to be in for a treat.
He never
I like
wins.
that. Go time. That's a good way to put it. I mean, this will be a testy encounter between these two. The build up to the game has been
Give me
extremely
that.
intense. I think everybody's expecting some kind of volatility to erupt on the floor today.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Indiana, they've got Turner, and it's George in at the 3, the small forward. Last outing for Indiana, they won that game against the Trailblazers.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean...
Hold on.
What jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right.
Oh, good ball.
There was tremendous balance display. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they
Yo, if I get the posterizer badge after this game, I'm probably going to the park, okay?
To be that open.
My bad.
And so here is Miami. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
You just have to.
Come on, George. Got up.
They were able to display offensively.
Scoring came from every direction, all over the place. I mean, if one approach didn't work for them, they found another one that did. That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go all in, like dunking the whole game.
Wide open look off the left rim and out.
That's one he knows.
To actually make sure I could get the badge.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Now here's Freak. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Now Harrington. Here's Singleton. And it's Looney with the rebound.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
I fell fast right now.
Here's Harrington. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. It's George on the wing. That doesn't go either for George.
Well, I think he was surprised.
Oh wait, maybe that who ain't got him. Yeah, that is George. George got him.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Freak. And the layup is good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here is Singleton. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. And Freak throws it down.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Here's Singleton after the Heat pick up 2. Harrington kicks to Singleton. Good. Singleton's got his first points of the game.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Freak with it. Singleton's there. And Freak throws it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
And the basket by Singleton.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Freak with it. He's got 10. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Here's Turner. Miami grabs the miss. And here's Freak. 12 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Now that is his 7th
Oh
field
man, I
goal in
wish I'd
10
done that.
He's shooting a very good
Because I think
70%.
that would have been
Clearly,
posterized.
they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for him. A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Give it up for your Heath Hansen.
And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. Number 1, the Heat.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they got it.
Both teams will make substitutions. 1:58 left here in the first quarter. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now, here's Von Licht. He averages about 5 points a game.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Here's Freak. He's got 16. And that one is stuffed right through.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
.56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Embiid.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Yeah, those are the shots you want. But they've been trickling out on them, guys. They've just got to stay with it. Persist in getting those good shots inside, and they'll drop.
Now here's Freak. 18 points for him. And he can't jam
See,
it
that's
through.
an attempt.
You rarely see him missing dunks. But the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Weber, the pass to Christopher. Poke loose. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever.
Oh man, I wish I hit that shot.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Paul George, and it's Singleton in at the 2. And Freak throws it down.
Oh, I ain't sure if that might be contact. Snap. Yeah, dude, that is contact. That's contact.
Like that's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
No
Let's
contact.
now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies was just a man on a mission. He finished with 63 points, and he was his usual self on the defensive end, providing a bunch of steals. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special
I
night.
did not want to do that.
Thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah,
happened?
I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Decker's
Oh,
checked
heck
in
yeah.
for Winslow. And a change for the Pacers. Longley's checked in. Can't hit. And Miami the other way now. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for two. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Freak. He's got 24 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
Weber, he's checked in for the Pacers. Pacers trail by 18. Here's Christopher. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Got a hand on it. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Finishes the break with a slam.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor.
No.
They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Christopher, the pass to George. George double teamed. Here's Turner. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Turner's got his first points of the night.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Here's Freak, and he dunks it down.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Christopher, the pass to George. He dishes it to Weber. Puts up a three. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
Okay, Miami, now coming onto the court are your Heat answers. Let them hear ya.
Looking now at the numbers for Burks, his last 10 games, averaging 5 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And for him, it's all about getting better each time he takes the floor.
And with him, I think it's a matter of focus, avoiding distractions, on the court, off the court. Becoming a pro is what it's about.
Cantor checked in for Luda. Now, Freak, he has 30. The layup off target.
The spin freed him
I
up.
basically
He just couldn't
did
follow
score all
through
the
with shot.
points right now.
Christopher, the pass to George.
Except 9 points.
Outside Turner. Weber a screen. Turner dishes to George. Back to Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. Clock at 4. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Here's Freak. 30 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Howard down. The jam.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
Out left to the wing. Here's Christopher. They get it back. Simmons.
Why would he take that shot? It at least took a couple more
And through one
steps
half,
up.
it hasn't even been close. Miami ahead, leading by 17. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. When I'm trying to force it on offense, good things happen. And that's why I've had success here early on.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. To have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat was the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor.
And Kevin Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
Oh,
You feel good about it. Yeah.
That's actually really close. No, I ain't sure if that might be
Winslow is out
contact.
there with Looney. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Keith Smart. Singleton misses.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
There's the pass to Looney. Shot clock at 5. Out to the wing. Lets it go with the 3. And he gets the bucket. 10 points here for Justice Winslow.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And stolen by Freak. And it's the Heat on the break. There's Winslow. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. First in scoring, first in steals, and of course, he's the #1 shot blocker in the league. Just an imposing presence inside.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Miami. Embiid, he's checked in for the Pacers. Embiid sets the pick for George. Just 5 on the clock. To stop the run. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Freak with it. He's got 36. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it, you can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Here's Singleton. It's tipped.
You know, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
And here's Here's Freak, and he's got 41. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. That one on Embiid.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Singleton. 9 points in the game so far. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And stolen by Freak. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Freak's got 13 points now in the quarter.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he bangs it home with one hand.
This is a nice third quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
For 3 points, Harrington. The rebound by Nance.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
And Freak throws it down.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Here's Singleton. Can't get it to go. And Miami the other way now.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Nance a screen. Freak kicks to Winslow. Nance outside. Good ball movement here by Miami. Freak. And again, Miami with the triple.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Singleton the pass to George. 1:29 left in the third. Down low, Embiid. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 6 assists here tonight. 1:16 left to play in the third. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Elbow shot is on the way. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Outside, George. Puts it up from 12. Nance gets the rebound. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Now here's Freak. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Off target from outside. 4-on-3 break. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the basket by Harrington.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And Freak throws it down.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall.
Oh my goodness, man, I dunked on him. Watch this. Watch number 7. Ready? Pow! Get dunked on, bitch.
Athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
The Pacers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
He gets it up. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play. A different look for Miami. Crawford's checked in, and Larry Nance is subbed in for Looney. The Pacers making a switch here on the court for Indiana. You've got Weber. Turner is out there with Paul George, and it's Christopher in at the one spot. And Freak throws it down.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, you know,
yo, what up, guys?
Awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. You know, he's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
Here's Christopher. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Freak, just 4 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. Crawford, no luck.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Nance a screen. Now Freak. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like. You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. Inside, Vonleh dishes to Weber. Fires from the wing. And he hits the jump shot. Weber's got 4 points this quarter.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Freak with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6. Offline with his 3. The Pacers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Miami.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closer. Stolen by Weber. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Plays it in off the breakaway. Weber's got 7 points for the quarter.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Weber. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Just 5 on the clock. Freak, and it's off the back rim. No good. Stolen by Decker.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Miami.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
You know, no matter what happens next time they meet, I think this was the biggest game they'll play against each other this season. Getting that 2-1 advantage means so much.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Here's Weber. Off on the layup.
That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling the board. That's really all you can ask of a guy at that end of the floor.
From deep. Can't connect. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is a game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11. And the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Get 8 assists. I could easily get 8 assists. That's easy. Wait, what? A 6-second chance. Yo, man, I'm about to get off, okay? Okay, guys. I hope you guys liked the video. I'm getting off now to go fishing. If I could. If I can't, I'll come back on. But I hope you guys liked the video. Please subscribe and like the video. Have a good day. I'm just gonna leave it on right now. Okay. Bye. Oh, now? You can watch the video right now. Why are you so badly late for fishing today? Because I'm being tired. Monday we have school. I'm pissed that you didn't do track this year or do something else. You're not staying home.